I don't know if it's casual tonight or I should bring a blue blazer.
With all the cruising we've been doing for the last couple years on a sailboat, we were always looking for a way to help give back.
So we were then thinking of how we could come up with something to do at home that tied in our passion for sailing along with our passion to be altruistic.
It's funny because one morning we were running and she turns around and she says, "I've got it. I've got the organization for us, Warrior Sailing Program." They take 21 warriors from different branches of the service, some still active duty, a lot of them are retired, and all of them are ill or injured. So it could be something that's noticeable or it could be PTSD, and they bring them out on these 3-day camps where they teach them in the classroom first, all about boating safety and that sort of thing. And most of these people have never been on the water before. And yet after 3 days of intense training with the instructors that are on board, they do a competitive race on these J22 sailboats.
And they pay for everything. They fly them there, they put them in a hotel, they do lunches and dinners the whole time during the camp, so it's no expense to them at all. And that's what's really amazing.
We actually made a donation to help make the Annapolis camp in October possible. And they allowed us to come up and view the camp and visit because we want to get more involved in the organization.
Really excited to meet everybody today and observe how the camp goes.
Service is very important to Lennie and I. Neither of our brothers and sisters served, or our fathers, or our children. So we get to live in this country while the service people go out and do the heavy lifting. So anything we can do to support them was an easy fit for us. And then tying it together with sailing was just absolutely perfect.
We can be heroes forever and ever.
So we did not know what to expect at all, but it was a truly amazing experience.
When we got to the camp, they were doing a classroom session.
So today we have Randy and Lennie here with us from Happy Together. They're also big supporters of Warrior Sailing Program, so they made a donation to make this camp possible.
We actually had brought our Intro to Cruising video and showed it to them because they're learning the racing aspect of sailing. And so just for fun, Jen thought it'd be cool if we showed them the cruising aspect to sailing.
And it was like, you wake up in the morning like what do you want to do? Let's go to breakfast. You know what I mean?
We sat down and met several members of the group. It was great to hear their stories, and they really are an inspiration when you see where they come from and what they're doing and how they're working together. You remember Adam?
Yes.
Happy Together.
What was amazing about Adam was he has a prosthetic arm. He's a triple amputee, and he was so dedicated to wanting to learn to sail and be a team member on this boat that the Warrior Sailing Program had one of their engineers basically put a cam cleat on his arm, on his prosthetic arm, so that he could use it to run the line.
They really teach these guys to rig the boats and do everything themselves. They were putting up sails, they were running lines, they were cleaning the boats, organizing the boats. Then when they went out on the racetrack, we were in one of the committee boats. And when they sounded the final gun for the beginning of the race, you would have think these people were sailing for years. It was really inspiring to see them out there working together as a team again, which is what they're good at, and being competitive. This program has such a wonderful effect and benefit on some of these people's lives. People that have been through combat or been injured in the service and have been in the service are different than the rest of us, and they need opportunities for outreach and for help. We also got to know Justin. Justin is a Marine who was tip of the spear first over the wall in Iraq for the Gulf War.
Yeah, so I ended up having a traumatic brain injury and from concussion.
And just sitting and getting to talk to him and listen to his passion for this sailing program. It was amazing.
Any combat veteran, even if they don't have scars on the outside, you know, war sends you home with scars on the inside.
Yes.
So, and those are scars that you really can't do a whole lot to heal, but stuff like this goes a long way to help.
The whole organization, the Warrior Sailing, they love working with the Warriors, and in reverse, we saw that the Warriors were so grateful to them.
Yeah.
You get out here with your fellow Warriors, you get out here with your fellow vets, and that camaraderie comes back, the team sense that we had while we were in comes back, and it gives you that one singular purpose, a singular goal, and you all get after it and you have a good time.
It really like lit a spark in him.
Yeah.
He's already online looking for sailboats. He's excited to get home and find locations where he can sail. A couple weeks after the Annapolis event, Lennie and I did a Warrior Sailing event in San Diego, where we invited people that had attended the San Diego camp and their families to come out and do a day sail on the Happy Together.
It's looking like a beautiful day.
This has been a wonderful program for us to partner with, and what it's done for these warriors and exposed them to sailing and our love of sailing has just been a special thing for Lennie and I, and we hope it is for you too. And if you would like to help us support the Warrior Sailing Program, in this video's description will be a link to our website where we have a Warrior Sailing page. We hope you enjoy this video, and we'd love your support for Warrior Sailing.
So throw